Good morning, pure structure traders. Today is August 25th, 2021. Today we'll be going over S&P 500, gold, and also oil. I will be giving you guys the major levels here on S&P. Wendy will be going over some of the minor levels, and then I'll go over the levels on gold and oil. So again, if you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. We would love to get back to you guys. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So for S&P 500, I do have support right between 75 to 77. We had a nice bounce from right around the London session area to push back up, kind of in a range, sideways range. So a little bit higher resistance that I got is somewhere around 44.91. I know we're stalling right around these 88. So also another area you want to look at, but higher level for me, more major level 91. And then above that, looking for the market to go into about 4,500 to about 45. 06 even as the next levels up, and then maybe another level all the way up above 45.38. See if we ever get there. We'll see what happens there. Support underneath these 75s is going to be 44.60, 125 for me. So we'll see what S&P 500 gives us, but let me hand it over to Wendy. She'll give you some of the minor levels she has on her chart.
Good morning. So I'm going to start with your first support there around the 75 area. And it's a good one because on the 23rd, it was our last, not our last one, but it was a peak. It was on August 23rd. That was a peak. Now it's support for the bounce up to the 92 area. So that's good. And the micro support is 77.50 because look at how many times it used that as support. Lots of times, but we're in a 13-point range, so it's a little bit tricky. Everybody needs to be careful about that. So that's the micro support. My secondary micro support is right here at 79.75. I don't talk about these micro supports very often, but I will now because we're in a 13-point range, so there's not a whole lot of peaks to talk about. So the last one again was 75 used as support. Hopefully we'll get this to pop the 85 because that is my second peak, 85. It needs to pop with purpose, then come back down and use the support. So that's why it's struggling here now. It's trying to break the ceiling to go higher. So it's been playing around here for quite a while. Below that, the last peak I have that has not been used to support is the 66.50 area. So that's locked and loaded. And that's the micros that I have. Dave, what do you have on oil and gold?
Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold. So moving over to gold, we got a little bit of resistance right at these 1800s. Did have a nice pop up from one of our main levels, 1792. Nice 1-2 bounce and then push right back up. So hit the wall of resistance, should be coming back down. We did have a little bit of a level in between 96, but there's no support holding right now. So we'll see what happens. I'm anticipating gold to try to come back down into the 92 and maybe get a nice support bounce from there. So if you want the long, 92 is going to be the area. If you want the short, 1800, 96 is going to be a middle area between this bigger range. So we'll see what happens within gold. Let's take a look at crude oil. So moving over here to crude oil, we did pop up above our level of resistance, 67.86. Next level up, if we continue to hold bullishness, should be right around 69.37. So we'll see if we actually get there. Now support for me on gold, on oil comes right around 66.89. Did have a nice bounce from that area to push up. So we'll see if it gets back down to that level. There is going to be some levels in between, but I'm going to leave them the bigger levels for now. See what happens here on crude oil as well. So look out for that, but let's go ahead and prepare for the open, guys.